Episode number 5, The 70-30 Rule, How a Custodian Lived on 30% and Built $8 million. Sam made $48,000 a year as a custodian. Most people would say that's not enough to get rich, but Sam lived on 30% of his income and invested 70%. 20 years later, he had $490,000 in index funds, before Bitcoin even entered the picture. In this episode, I break down the 70-30 rule that made Sam a millionaire and show you exactly how to implement it, no matter what you earn. Welcome back to The Prosperous Steward. I'm Rich Abbott. Today we're talking about the 70-30 rule, the single habit that separated Sam Thornton from everyone else making the same income. Sam made $48,000 a year as a school custodian. I made $52,000 a year driving trucks. These are in 2025 dollars, adjusted for inflation over the 20-year period. 20 years later, Sam was worth $8 million. I lost the billion-dollar opportunity. The difference? Sam lived on 30% of his income and invested 70%. I lived on 100% of my income and invested nothing. Let's break this down. The backwards budget. Most people budget backwards. They earn money. They spend it all. Then they try to save whatever's left over. Spoiler alert, there's never anything left over. Sam did it differently. He paid himself first. Here's what his budget looked like on a $3,200 monthly take-home income. That's in 2025 dollars, adjusted for inflation. First priority, wealth building. 70% equals $2,240 per month. Index funds, $650. Employer 401k match, $153. Emergency fund, $125. Giving, $200. Buffer, extra investing, $1,112. Second priority, living expenses, 30% equals $960 per month. Housing, $150. Mobile home, no mortgage. Food, $250. Transportation, $250. Old truck, paid off. Everything else, $310. Most people look at that and think it's impossible. I can't live on $960 a month. You're right. You can't. Not with your current lifestyle. But that's the point. Sam didn't adjust his investing around his lifestyle. He adjusted his lifestyle around his investing. How I did it backwards. Let me show you my budget from the same period. This is painful to admit, but here it is. I made $3,450 a month take home. More than Sam. These are $2,025. My expenses: land payment, $400. Truck payment, $520. F350 payment, $520. Food, $300. Utilities, $200. Gas, $400. Miscellaneous, $560. Total, $2,900 per month. That left me $550 a month for investing, right? Wrong. Because I didn't pay myself first. I spent first and hoped there'd be money left over. There never was. Unexpected expenses. Vet bills for the horses. Repairs. Emergencies. My actual monthly investment? $0. Sam invested $650 a month for 20 years and became a millionaire. I invested $0 and stayed broke. Same economy. Same opportunities. Different priorities. The psychology of 70-30. Here's what most people don't understand about the 70-30 rule. It's not actually about the numbers, it's about the psychology. When you commit to living on 30% of your income, something shifts in your brain. You stop asking, "Can I afford this?" You start asking, "Do I need this?" Those are fundamentally different questions. "Can I afford this?" leads to lifestyle inflation. Every raise gets spent. Every windfall disappears. "Do I need this?" leads to wealth accumulation. You distinguish between wants and needs. You optimize ruthlessly. Sam asked, "Do I need this?" for 20 years. I asked, "Can I afford this?" for 20 years. The results speak for themselves. But I can't live on 30%. I know what you're thinking. "Rich, this is insane. I can't cut my expenses by 70%. I have a mortgage, kids, car payments. I'm not living in a mobile home." I get it. And you're right. You probably can't go from spending 100% of your income to spending 30% overnight. So don't. Start with living on 90% and investing 10%. Get comfortable with that for 6 months. Then move to 85-15, then 80-20, then 75-25. The goal isn't to match Sam's exact percentages. The goal is to reverse the order of operations. Pay yourself first. Live on what's left, not the other way around. The math that changes everything. Let me show you what happens when you flip the script. There are 4 scenarios, all using $4,000 monthly take-home as the example. 1. The normal person. Income: $4,000 per month take-home. Lifestyle: spends $4,000. Investing: $0. 20-year result: $0 in investments, maybe some home equity if they bought. 2. The 90-10 person. Income: $4,000 per month. Lifestyle: spends $3,600. Investing: $400 per month. 20-year result: $304,000 at 10% annual return. 3. The 80-20 person. Income: $4,000 per month. Lifestyle: spends $3,200. Investing: $800 per month. 20-year result: $607,000. 4. The 70-30 person, Sam. Income: $4,000 per month. Lifestyle: spends $1,200. Investing: $2,800 per month. 20-year result: $2,125,000. Same income, 4 completely different financial futures. The 70-30 person becomes a multimillionaire. The 100% person stays broke. The 3 keys to making this work. If you want to implement the 70-30 rule, or any version of it, you need 3 things. Key number 1, low fixed costs. Sam's housing cost was $150 a month. That's 4.7% of his income. Mine was $2,900 a month. That's 84% of my income. If your fixed costs are high, you can't invest. Period. Fix your housing cost first. Get it below 15% of your take-home income. Everything else becomes possible after that. Key number 2, automatic investing. Sam didn't manually transfer $650 to his brokerage account every month and hope he had enough willpower not to spend it. He set up automatic transfers. The money left his checking account on payday before he could think about it. Automation removes willpower from the equation. Key number 3, emergency fund. Sam could live on 30% because he had a $15,000 emergency fund. When his truck broke down, he paid cash from the emergency fund and rebuilt it over the next few months. I didn't have an emergency fund. When my truck broke down, I put it on a credit card and went deeper into debt. The emergency fund is what allows you to stick with the plan when life happens. The biblical framework. Some of you are thinking, this sounds like extreme frugality. Is that really biblical? Great question. The Bible doesn't command poverty. It commands stewardship. Stewardship means manage what God has given you wisely. Multiply it. Don't bury it in the ground. Remember the parable of the 10 minas in Luke 19? The servants who multiplied what they were given got praised and promoted. The one who buried it and returned only what he started with? Condemned. Sam multiplied what he was given. That's biblical stewardship. I buried mine in horses and debt and lifestyle. That's poor stewardship. The 70-30 rule isn't about deprivation. It's about multiplication. You're not living on less. You're building more. Your action plan. Here's how to start. Step 1. Calculate your current split. Take-home income. Dollars. Current expenses. Dollars. Current investing. Dollars. What percentage are you at? 100 over 0? 95 over 5? 90 over 10? Step 2. Pick your target. Don't try to jump to 70-30 overnight unless you're already close. If you're at 100%, aim for 90%. If you're at 90 to 10, aim for 85 to 15. Progress, not perfection. Step 3. Automate the investing percentage. Set up automatic transfers on payday. The money leaves before you see it. Step 4. Cut expenses to match. You now have less money to spend. Figure out where to cut. Housing, transportation, and food are the big 3. Start there. Step 5. Increase every 6 months. When you get comfortable at 90 to 10, move to 85 to 15. When that feels normal, move to 80-20. Keep going until you hit your target. The real reason Sam won. Here's the truth nobody wants to hear. Sam didn't get rich because he was smarter than me. He didn't get rich because he caught Bitcoin at the right time. He got rich because he prioritized future him over present him for 20 years. Every month, he sent money to future Sam. Future Sam became a millionaire. I spent everything on present me. Future me got nothing. The 70-30 rule forces you to prioritize future you. And future you will thank you. Let's review. That's the 70-30 rule. It's not complicated, it's just hard. Sam lived on 30%. I lived on 100%. Sam is worth $8 million. I lost the billion-dollar opportunity, but I spent the last decade studying why, and that research is worth more than the money I missed. The math is simple. The discipline is not. But if you can do it, if you can flip the script and pay yourself first, you will build wealth. Not because you're lucky, because discipline always wins. Next week, we're talking about asymmetric bets, how Sam knew when to take the Bitcoin risk, and why I took the wrong risks. Until then, pay yourself first. I'm Rich Abbott. This is The Prosperous Steward. Head over to richabbott.com/resources for free tools to help you implement the 70-30 rule today.